All right, welcome everyone. I am Tyrese Bodrum,
And I'm Mohammed Majid.
and we are members of the Centralized Lender Requirements Project sponsored by Nelnet. So, to start, we'll just give a little rundown of our sponsor and then our project. So, Nelnet is a student loan provider that is associated with many different lenders to help provide the most suitable loans for their clients. And then the project that they gave us was um, to create a centralized location for their lender and loan information so that they'd more easily be able to find and access that information and improve their ability to help their clients.
So our stakeholders in the project, of course, our sponsor Nelnet, and also our product owner Krista Hazuka, and our sponsor contact Stacy Haas, along with our technical specialist Barry Woodhead. And then when it comes to the users themselves, Nelnet call center employees will be able to use this application to better support and address their clients' needs through being able to search for the different loan and lender programs offered through the application itself. The Nelnet employees themselves will also be able to access the application based on their role in the company. Lenders that are associated with Nelnet will be able to use the application as well to view their own information, specifically their own loan programs offered through Nelnet.
So now we'll give a little bit of team overview. So myself, Tedrish Bodrum, I was the squad lead and development manager for this project. And then our other presenter, Mohammed here, he was our product manager. And then you can see our developers were Peter Wynn, Jael Kondahoma, Derek Drake, and Jeffrey Park. And then our project manager was Bill Browning, and our tribe lead was Bubana Gopal.
So now we'll be going over the problem and opportunity in this project. So the main problem here was that we're solving here was that many of the lender and loan programs information offered by Nelnet were scattered across different files and location. And this essentially was inefficient for individuals to go through all that information and try to get information pertaining to lender and loan programs. So instead of having to go and scatter through all these areas, we want to provide a solution. The solution, of course, our product, the application will essentially takes all these lender and loan programs and all this information and applies all that information into a one whole centralized portal. And the centralized portal will include information pertaining all to the lender and loan programs and info as well.
So, like Mohammed just said, our solution was to create a web application to gather information from many different sources. So they had skim pages, information on SharePoint, they had matrices information held in Excel files, and then they also have their own velocity database system, which we had to incorporate information from all these different sources and have it appear in one location. And then another part of our solution was being able to easily search through all that information. Because it was in different locations, it was hard to search through all of it. Um, so our solution also provided that. Our solution is broken up into really three main parts. So we have the main landing page, which has a list of all of the lenders and loan programs for and known that call center agent to find which lender and loan program they're looking for. Then we have the lender/loan program page, which contains all information regarding a single lender or loan program from all the different sources of information. And then lastly, we have an editing and versioning system, which allows Nelnet employees to edit information from the different sources right on our website instead of having to go and find the original file and then changing the information there. And then we also implemented a versioning system so that if a mistake was made or for some reason you need to go back and look at the history of a page, all that information is there and easy to access. So now we'll be going over some screenshots of our solution. So this is the main page that we were talking about. So as you can see, we have 3 lenders listed out here. So we have lender test 2, and then this is a velocity test lender. And then as you can see here, this lender has multiple loan programs. And so if you click on this button, this drop down appears, and then you can select your loan program. But there's only one loan, then it just pops up on the button, click on it, and it takes you to them. And then we have a search bar here, which will let you search through both all the lender names, all the loan names, and then any header information that may appear on that page.
So now we'll be going over the search functionality offered through the loan pages. So this is essentially a loan page, test velocity page. And here, as you can see, a user will put in a keyword this, and it will pop up all the search features. The search feature will pop up all the scenarios, instances of the word this, and it will be highlighted as well on the page. As you can see here again, this is, they'll type in this, and then it will highlight on the page as well. So now we'll be going over this other functionalities offered through the loan program page. So the loan page itself will include several functionalities, such as the side navigation bar here. So the side navigation bar, other than the one presented from the main page, offers all the information from the skim and the velocity system. So a user will be able to open a header based on the side navigation bar one at a time. So the user will like to click on a specific lender, they'll be able to use that sidebar right there that Tyreesh is going over, and they'll be able to click that and open a header as well. And then on the two functionalities offered above the skim page are the expand all and show one header at a time. So if the user would like to show one header at a time, they would click that button. It would highlight blue, and then the user will be able to look for search for essentially open one header once at a time as they are searching for information. And the expand all button also provides the functionality of opening all the headers at once to provide more of whichever the user would like to prefer, if they like to see one at a time or see them all at once. And then on the right, you'll see a button, the edit button, and that button essentially will be going over editing functionality as well that we'll be discussing here in a little bit. And you can see on the top page as well, there'll be a banner, and the banner will include the latest version of the page, as you can see here, depending on the color, which we will be discussing in a little bit as well. So the change of that time and the change reason of that specific change that led to this current version as well will be on there, along with a version page that we'll also be discussing here in a little bit. And also, last but not least, add or go to the top button at the bottom right as well is also presented as well, since the user would go down and look at information. Since the page will be filled with lender information, they'll be able to use that to go back to the page, up to the page.
So now we'll go over some of the editing features. So if you click on that edit button that Mohammed showed us, the page will then look like this. So as you can see, you'd be able to edit the header title here, and then any of the text boxes that were on the previous page are now editable. And then you'd be able to add any content you'd want in between each section, or you can add content to the end. You'd also be able to add intersections, which would be indented bullet points for this area. And then you're also able to create tables and subheaders. And this is just to help Nelnet better organize the information they want displayed on these pages. After you've made your changes, there's a discard button up at the top. If you made a mistake or you decided you didn't need to make a change, click on that. A dialog box will pop up asking if you really want to discard your changes. And then you can pick yes or no. Otherwise, if you're happy with your changes, you can click save, and then the page will be updated.
So now we'll be going over the version history page. So as you can see in the top portion, that's the version page, which has all the different versions offered based on the changes made. And if you click on the past version, you'll see the screenshot below, which will be up here. If you click on a past version, the banner itself will change colors, so it'll change to orange, and it'll also have also text saying that you are currently viewing an outdated version, which will have the time of that version, the change, and also have a go to a current version page as well to go back to that version, previous version, current version of the page.
So now we'll be going over some of our values and highlights of this project. So the value we're giving to Nelnet here is this application will greatly help their employees better their clients. And it does this in various ways. It provides a better user experience for their call center agents, and it decreases the time that it takes for them to access and edit information. It also provides several functionalities to help retrieve information that it didn't have before. And then lastly, it integrates with the system that they already have, Velocity. And then some of the highlights of this project, these were gathered from all of our team members. So the first one was at the beginning, we were just given a whole bunch of data from Nelnet that was scattered about, and they asked us to organize it and display it in one location. And at first, this was really daunting for us, and we didn't know how we were going to do it. But as you can see from our screenshots, our team was able to pull together and get this product out in a way that Nelnet really appreciates. Second, seeing this project just start from nothing but a concept and then being the final product that we have today, it was just really great to see that. And then the third thing on here was this was the first time that a lot of our team members worked on a large project like this. And then on top of that, we were all remote. And so we were able to overcome the challenges of both getting used to working on larger teams and working remotely. And then lastly, we learned a lot about web application tools and cloud-based servers. Everyone see that still? Okay. And so lastly, before we conclude today, we just wanted to thank our sponsors at Nelnet, Krista, Hazuka, Stacy Haas, and Barry Woodhead. My team and I really enjoyed working with you guys over this over this project. And
Tyree, you're getting choked up about working with us. I know. It's okay.
also died of a cough. Okay, sorry. No. I'm really sorry about that. But we'd like to thank you again. Mohammed, could you take the conclusion, please?
Yeah, definitely. So we'd like to definitely thank the sponsors, Krista Hazuka, Stacy Haas, Barry Woodhead. It's been great working with you all, and you guys helped us along here, along this journey, in this journey. And again, I want to thank Senior Design as well. And again, Bill Browning, Muvana, we'd like to thank you two as well. And yeah, thank you so much. And this will conclude our presentation as well. And if you have any questions, we'll also take those as well. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here.
Great job, guys. It looks really good.
Thank you.
And a huge congratulations to you as a team for winning the Platinum Award. You did a phenomenal job, and we are so thankful. Congrats, everyone.
Thank you so much.